Start a podcast. Start a fucking podcast,
Definitely
please.
start a podcast. Start the podcast.
Sometimes.
Choppers.
The hell is a podcast?
Riding our bikes around, thinking we're all bad.
Yeah, I knew what I wanted to do. Chop that baby.
Does this excite you? Think about it.
Sometimes.
Choppers.
Design usually just comes right out of your head.
Everybody's got to have a Harley nowadays.
And it must be a chopper. You're not even eligible.
Chick want to take her shirt off. She could.
How you doing, Mom?
We don't have to play loud music at 3 in the morning. Fine. Go walk around, drink a beer in public. Fine.
I was full of the devil.
Complete molding and raking of the motorcycle frame, wheel design, and engine building.
Stretch way up in the sky.
Full of the devil, man.
You got a chopper, that's it.
Party people are only 2% of animals.
Oh, geez, the damn van, you know.
Shut up,
That's
devil.
all you need is a van. I said, I have one of those.
I was full of the devil, man.
You know, in 10 years from now, we'll still be riding choppers, and they'll probably be riding something different.
What's the matter with you, boy?
Yeah, guys. There's motorcycles.
Dead air.
Yo, what up, sons? Welcome to the motherfucking Sometimes Choppers podcast, baby.
Sometimes choppers.
Yes, where sometimes we talk about choppers and sometimes we don't.
A lot of times we don't. A lot of times it's wild tangents that run downhill fast.
Fuck them. Rather be going downhill than uphill.
All right, what is this? Episode 4.
Episode 4 in the fucking can.
All
Stan,
right. Yeah.
ready to be man
Yep.
one day.
All right. Well, what have you been up to?
Nothing.
Give these people a quick update on your life.
Since the last time we chatted, let's think. Oh, dude, we did some cool shit. I did some camping in the van.
Yeah.
Me and you met at a swap meet.
Yep.
I painted some signs for Carhartt since we last spoke.
Yeah.
And I don't know, something else. I pissed all over myself in the fucking van the other night on accident.
Now, I've heard 2 stories, though. I've heard you pissed all over yourself. I've heard you pissed in a jug and
So
then
I
dumped
was
it all over
trying
yourself.
to pee into a container, which turned into me on my knees, like trying to pee in a corner of my own van.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I came in and out of consciousness. Yeah. I had a fucking handful of beers with the guys at this camp out, and I've done that in a fucking while.
Sounds like more than
And I like showed up really late. I showed up super late, and everybody was already like hammered and having a great time. And I was like, I want to fucking be fun.
Oh, you're playing catch up.
Dude, instantly. And like, especially for somebody who does not fucking drinking like that.
It's a dangerous game. It's like hanging out with old
So-
dudes who drink.
Yeah, I got there late and I was out quick. Like I was checking my phone, it was like still like 12:30. And I'd got there at like 9:30 or 10. So I'd hung out for fucking 2 hours and I was done.
2 hours and pissed all. That's some sort of a record. I'm sure.
Okay, listen now. So it was storming like fucking crazy. It was like nuts outside, and I didn't want to wake anybody up. It was kind of close corridors, so I was like, I'm just gonna fucking pee in the corner, and ended up falling in my own pee. Then after that, I was like, well, you're already here. Just finish her off, bud. So
Yeah. I guess once it starts dribbling,
there's no fucking
you're gonna stop it, or you know, whatever. Might as well do shit all the way. Yeah, I went to that swap. I went to the Freeland Walleye Festival.
You did go.
And here's what I
cool.
didn't know is inland walleye season starts at a different time than like on the Detroit River. So there was actually no walleye, but that's not why I went. There was like 1,000 garage sales.
But it was the Walleye Festival.
Yeah.
What a fucking weird place to live.
And that's the beginning of walleye season in that area. But
I
there was
see,
also
yeah.
a car show and a bike show, and then there was like 1,000 garage sales. So once I seen there was garage sales, I was like, oh, I'm fucking going.
Yeah, man, that's...
And they were just all, dude, left, right, just signs everywhere, dude.
Did you leave with anything cool?
Nope.
Nothing.
Nodis poster.
I kind of feel bad. Like, I always buy...
Isham Nodis flyer from 2000.
Oh, okay.
was
So
the
you
one
got something
thing.
cool.
Yeah, that was it.
Even if I feel so guilty for like taking the time to drastically stop and then back up and then park and then not find anything. So I always at least like reach in the quarter bin and get something.
It feels weird when you're leaving without. I did find a greatest hits of C.W. McCall CD.
So worth it.
And I was going to buy it, and then I set it down and got distracted, and I left without buying it. So
Fuck. I got no room to set this drink down, but this table is too fucking cool. I want to see it anyways.
Sweet. All this shit's sweet.
Yeah, we are sitting in quite the fucking layer today. We are.
Eventually, we'll tell them all about it.
We can't even really say. I guess we can say we're on the border. We're on the border of Michigan and Ohio, in the fucking bowels, in the deepest bowely belly.
I think it's Michigan and Indiana.
Toilet pipe of Michigan.
Yeah. So before we bring our guest in, because we got a fucking great guest, I'm super excited.
I know, I'm really
this.
excited. Yeah.
You can already see we're in a sweet ass spot.
Yes.
You want me to do our first sponsored read?
Yes, we have our first official sponsor, don't we?
Yeah.
Officially.
So it's a motorcycle shop here, local in Michigan.
Yep.
And local motorcycle shop in Michigan, dude. They do your standard maintenance, your oil changes, tires, bars, fabrication, full builds, frame up. They do everything.
All of it.
They do everything. Located in Figment, Michigan. They've been here 36 years, I think.
Since I've dreamed them up.
Yeah, I think this is going to be,
Since I've been dreaming, yeah.
Right. Yeah, so it's called I Built That is the name of the shop. And it's great because all these fucking people who want to ride bikes and can't build them themselves and want to think they do.
Yeah.
When you're out in the wild, someone's like, hey, that's a sick bike. Who built that?
Oh, well.
I built that.
Yeah.
And then that way they can, flex like they're kind of cool.
And they're really cool guys up there, too.
Yeah. So check them out. I Built That, located in Figment, Michigan. Google them.
Hell yes. Our first sponsor ever.
All
Thank
right.
you, guys.
Yeah. You want to get to our guest now?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Let's play the music.
I'm bored with this. I'm gonna bring my guest in. I'm getting bored with this. I'm gonna bring my guest in.
All right. This guy right here. The Prince of Painted Porcelain. The King of Candy Crappers. The Lace Latrine Lunatic himself. We got the Toilet Seat Bandit with us.
The Toilet Seat Motherfucking Bandit, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a lot of names, man.
Came up with them on the drive over.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I really like the Lace Latrine Lunatic.
That is something I've never heard.
Because there's a lot of lace on the things you do.
Yeah.
And a latrine,
That's a
is
good one.
another name for a toilet.
The double L.
I think it's the definition. It's like an outhouse toilet or something. Isn't that what a latrine is?
I'm getting educated right now
Okay.
on shitters.
I think I thought you were the expert.
I thought I was too, but
Fuck yeah.
I learn every day.
Yeah.
So, I guess what's the, we can give a short scope of what this man does.
Yeah.
And then maybe just jump into a fucking bunch of stories and just bullshit for a while. Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess, I'll kind of give like a short explanation of what you do, and then you can kind of let you, if you want to elaborate more. But essentially, you steal people's public toilet seats and replace them with fucking badass candy painted ones without their knowledge.
It's swapping. It's
Swapping.
Yes, I'm not a thief.
Okay, steal's a bad word. Swap.
Seat swap.
It's a pretty. It's not a fair trade. I think they're getting the better end of the deal.
Dude, it's not a fair trade at all.
On there,
But it's such a good idea.
If they got to clean it, they might as well enjoy it.
I like that.
That's my theory.
That's cool.
And maybe people will quit pissing on my seats and pissing on the public seats. And
Doing shit off of them and doing shit on them.
that's the back of the seat. Yeah,
Yeah, that's not the seat.
the toilet bowl, I guess you would call it.
Right.
Yeah, so basically you break into these places, whether they're open or closed, and you swap out these, you fucking use normal ass crappers for some of the we got a couple here.
See, I just pictured like a trench coat kind of situation.
I do have a special coat.
Where like instead of watches, you just got a bunch of toilet seats hanging from it.
I wear a special coat. I do. It's like I'm like a a superhero.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Yeah,
put this-
you can't go in there dressed like this.
Sometimes I do.
Sometimes you can get away with it.
COVID lets you do. A
Yeah,
lot
I
of
was just
weird
gonna say,
things.
Okay,
was
that's
COVID
true.
a help since you could like be masked up and like it wasn't out of place?
COVID was stupid. It was really dumb. And
Probably a
it's
lot
still
of things
dumb.
closed down.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't do anything, and
Yeah.
the ones I did try to get, it wasn't a. It wasn't possible because the insides were closed to a lot of places. So the drive-throughs were
Right.
there. Not that I go to a lot of places that are drive-throughs, but bars were closed and sit-down restaurants
that's a
were
good
closed.
point.
So I was stocking up on seats for a little bit and making my plans.
and then even the ones that were open, I would imagine, depending on the area, like probably not a ton of people going to them though.
So I kind of stood out. I like to go when it's busy.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Busier the better. And people always say, why would you do that when it's busy? Because everybody's
Nobody's looking. They're looking
They're
at
busy.
their own. Yeah.
right. And if
blend
you
in.
act, you can steal anything or swap anything, whatever you want to call it. You can take a Pepsi vending machine right off the sidewalk if you pretend you know what you're doing.
That's very true.
That's super true.
If you act like it's yours and
Dude, yeah, that's the key is owning it, and it's not. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like this belongs to me. If you believe it, the people around you will also believe it.
yes, and their seats belong to
All
me.
that vibe.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. It's very fucking graffiti. I mean, like I'm sure it's got to stem from some type of like graffiti background and growing up or anything like that. Were you into that kind of shit back in the day in the '90s or anything? Did you used to paint or?
I was into it, but I'm not like a good lettering guy.
Dude,
I don't.
letters are
You ran around painting with spray paint
Yes,
cans.
with
though.
with other people.
Hell yeah. Okay,
I got
so-
a lot
so-
of friends that graffiti, and I look up to them.
So I see the crossover of like,
And I want to do something classy. There's a lot of shitty graffiti, and I don't want to carve my name into a park bench.
right.
I don't want some shitty, because I'm a real bad letterer, and it would just be crap. Be like these gang signs you see, and they got the
Yeah.
I mean,
kid.
but then there's guys like me, dude, who like that's my favorite kind of. I would rather stare at that than your fucking 40 color burner all day. Like, I want to look at graffiti that's supposed to look like graffiti.
Look, I know.
I appreciate it, but like once you go in the waves of, I mean, that shit was my life forever. So
So coming from
now it's just back to like basics for me, just
Yeah.
standard fucking vandalism, fucking shit up. I don't care if it looks good. I just want to see you fuck it up.
a lot of the job sites I'm at, I'm around trains. And when you see shitty graffiti on the train, you're just like, I kind of feel bad for that train. And then you
Trains-
see something that's like dope that like someone thought about, and you're like, oh, that looks like if I owned that train car, I'd be like, that's the shit. now.
Yeah.
And then I
Same
think,
way they feel with like getting a toilet seat, probably.
and I think I feel bad for the guy who spent them 40 fucking cans on that good ass graffiti, and it's going to be covered up. I'm like, poor dude.
Yeah,
It's not supposed to
I
last
didn't
forever.
think about that.
Right.
Yeah.
it's true.
I'm like $10 a can. That's a
that
lot.
shit
for
is.
A lot of these
$100.
guys are older and not stealing paint anymore. They're paying for that paint too. You know, a lot of
Right.
times these days, like I'm not fucking stealing spray cans and shit. Fuck all
Right.
that, you know. So that is like, it's gone. It was a waste. Just like the whole fucking 20 years you did it prior. But
does
this is something
disappear.
that is like you found a way to keep that attitude, but make it that is like now it's like there forever. It'll never go away. People would be fucking bummed. Like, oh damn it.
I had one broken.
I was gonna say, have you ever had
Vandalized.
anybody ever come back and be like, ours fucking broke, or somebody stole our seat? Has anybody ever stolen any of your seats yet?
Not yet. I want them to.
You want them to, but then
Dude, no, I want them to take it, and then I want to see where it goes.
that's cool.
Like, steal the seat,
Right.
take it home, put it on your toilet. Don't break it. Don't vandalize the restaurant. If the restaurant gets their seat stolen, I'll be glad to bring them a new one. I've had seats broke that a place in Ohio, it's not really a chain restaurant. There's a few of them. They got some dancers and pretty men dance around.
Nice.
and I did their
My
seats.
kind of place.
Yeah, and they were cool about it, and they asked me. They actually sent me a message and said, "Yeah, a couple of our seats broke. 3 of them actually, and
How does that many seats get power bottoms?
Partying.
2 in the women's and 1 in the men's."
Yep.
But I wonder,
Big old booties.
like when the Berlin Wall came down, people stole pieces of it. You think your seats are the same way? Like when
No,
they break,
they-
they take little chunks home, put them
No,
on the
they
mantle?
they weren't broken that way.
Not that bad.
Yeah, no, just one in Ohio was, and I kind of know who it is.
Yeah.
He's just a hater on all the graffiti artists and where I'm from, and
There's always got to be one of those guys, you know.
like he took a hammer to it, broke it all apart. Toilet seats are hard to break, man. I've had to break them off when I change them.
Yeah.
Because of the piss, sometimes it gets so corroded. So I'm like, once I start, I can't
You can't.
leave them with a broken seat because that would be a dick move. So I'm in there this one for like an hour,
I'm just picturing you. Yeah.
and I'm wrestling the seat, and people are coming in, so I have to stop, and I'm sitting there wrestling the seat, wrestling, and it's banging, and the whole toilet's moving, and if I had a camera. Like, sometimes I go live.
While you're in there. Live on Instagram or something?
Yeah.
Cool,
And
cool.
not rare. It's rare because I never know how bad of a situation I'm going to be in and how quick I can.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go live and then it takes me fucking an hour because nobody wants to see that. No. Maybe they do. I don't. People want to see
There
weird
would be
shit.
people who do.
But very rarely, I don't think anybody's going to sit there for an hour and I can't talk to them.
True.
I'm sweating and it's like an adrenaline rush for me. So I'm like in
Time
and out.
is like going by super, super slow when you're doing it.
Yeah, and then I'm like,
and you know,
that took me 2 minutes.
it's just like painting a spot.
Right.
You're like, I feel like I've been here forever.
Then
Yeah,
you're
and
all
I'm like,
tired.
Yeah.
that took me 2 minutes.
It was-
I was just thinking of like a real Ernest goes to camp situation when you're wrestling that toilet. Like
It probably
you
looks
know,
like that, yeah.
If it's
That would be worth filming, but
That would be
it's
funny.
but it's bending down, bending over. Nobody wants to see my butt crack.
Yeah.
I guess you could classify me as a plumber sometimes, probably. My pants are falling down. I'm sweating. I'm
Right.
wrestling. And
Cursing,
so
grunting.
you're saying some of the seats are disgusting that you go in and swap.
yeah.
Now, have you ever had the thought like these people don't fucking clean their toilet? I'm gonna give them this fucking sick ass seat in the hopes they clean this one.
Yes. And actually,
So it's like a
it's
hygiene
been
thing.
proven to me so far, they actually take care of the seat more. The bathrooms seem cleaner.
Better.
When I
That's
go back, I'll go back and check it out, like to see if they kept it, and they're nicer restrooms. It's
He's no, like I know a little bit too. Like you're rolling fully prepared in your bag. Like he's got like fucking tattoo grade cleaning solution and gloves and shit. Like he's not just you're not just like bare handing these people's
Never.
fucking toilets
No,
off
no
and
way,
crap.
no.
Like you're leaving it clean too when you install yours. Like it's basically getting a fucking free cleaning from you as you're installing it to a degree.
sometimes.
And now they got this nice ass toilet like or lid. You know, like fucking keep it clean.
Sometimes I don't wipe the piss out from under the seat. You know, the bolt piss, because that's just
Well,
it's not my job. I'm not a cleaner.
if you're taking the old seat with you to then replace somewhere else, I'd imagine you're cleaning it up a little bit if you're taking it with you.
Oh, I clean it, yeah, on the spot, yeah.
Right.
That
Because
one,
you
yeah.
got to take it with you.
And my backpack's pretty.
But he's saying not the actual bowl, like not
Yeah.
cleaning that
Sometimes
shit.
I wipe it off
Right.
with some toilet paper to be nice, but
Oh, there's
and that
people-
helps my job.
Yeah.
You know.
There's there's people spraying out in those stalls sometimes.
Yeah, it's
You know.
pretty gross. Yeah, and I always it's a lot of people don't flush their shits. I'll say that.
Yeah, my daughter.
If you can't paint a really nice toilet seat, the next best thing is like putting your shit on display for other people. Those people who can't paint, they might do a real nice shit job, and then they want people to see it.
Man, I don't know what it is. I think it's a internal fear thing.
I don't want to be around the turds. Yeah, no, I flush that shit. And I make the restaurant look better too. Like, hey, they got a clean bathroom. I flushed it. There's no shit in the toilet. You know?
Dude, I wonder if there's been any like Yelp reviews where someone's been like, I fucking stopped and ate here and they got this sick ass toilet seat. It was the highlight of the meal.
Man, amazing toilet seat. I'm coming back here.
Yeah, can you search Yelp for like toilets? And
You should
seat,
do it.
probably?
Dude, okay, we might be onto something here.
Find one, you know?
Now, you can like create a market. You can create a market here for yourself. What if you develop a bathroom rating app, but it's you yourself that are making these bathrooms cooler? So like now you're like a fucking tech guy and you got $1 million because you came up with an app about how to rate bathrooms, but you're the guy who's making these bathrooms look good too. You know, it's kind of like we might be on a new path here.
I rate the bathroom sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
in your post, like when you
yeah.
There you
There's
go.
down the road from here. There's a bathroom that I tried to get their seat, and it was seriously an inch of corrosion.
Oh God!
And I gave them a bad review of disgusting bathroom, and I did not change the seat. I was like, no, fuck this.
Like, like you went to their business page, tried to fucking swap your seats with this dope shit, but you
had
fucked
too
up
much shit.
you didn't clean it.
Yeah, it was gross. It was bad. I think I put that on Instagram, actually, that it was disgusting, and I got turned down. I think I tagged them, too.
That's fucking hilarious. So when did you start doing this? Like, how long have you been doing this?
A couple years, I guess it's been.
Damn.
Yeah, it's... COVID really put a damper on shit, though.
Yeah, well, there's always that. Like, I don't count the last 2 years as anything. Like a couple
Right.
years before a couple years ago. You know, it's like where we're at now. It's like nobody's fucking done anything for the last 2 years. So when I say 2 years ago, I mean 4 years ago, essentially.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because like this, like it's been a human blur of.
Dude, I seen one of my friends post on Facebook a picture of his bike, like, you know, when you share your memories or whatever, and it was from 2020, and he was like, rode to this park with some people, don't worry, we stayed 10 feet apart, and I'm like, what? You're outside. Like, he was like, got real paranoid about the shit, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was just thinking like, oh, how sad. Like,
Everybody.
like this guy
went through
really
their
changed
wave.
his shit up.
I
you
hope
know?
I get it, honestly. Be done with it.
I hope I get it, and I hope it's the fucking final nail in my awesome coffin.
I just want to get it, and then I won't get it again.
Oh, I had
Or
it.
at least for a month. I mean, I've had it, but, you know, like the new version.
Oh, yeah, I don't
The
know.
update. I want
Mine,
the update.
mine tasted like maybe a alpha or a delta
Delta,
or a beta or a
Zeta.
It had a little tangerine flavor on the back end. I'll tell you that.
I haven't been. I think it's fair to say that we've probably beat the shit out of our bodies long enough to where when this thing came around, it was like, you know, kind of like you eat a bunch of dirt and you'll stay healthy kind of thing. You know?
Dirt don't hurt. Pretend
I
it's
huff a lot of
pepper.
paint.
You know, dude, like all the
Yeah.
partying and fucking chemicals and wildness, and now it's like, I'm sure that's helped in somewhat.
I think the huff and paint kills a lot of shit because I don't really get sick.
Dude, my dad's maybe once in my life been sick, and like he used to paint like no respirator in a garage, like with a wet bandana, maybe around his neck.
For a living.
Yeah,
Like every day. Yeah.
yeah, like all like
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
me.
that's Jay. Yeah, it's you here.
Yeah, and I'm not getting married because of that.
Oh, dude.
My girl says she's not
Could you-
marrying me unless I wear a respirator, and so I start wearing it, and then I get sidetracked I get in paint mode, I call it.
Right.
Then I get focused, and then I focus on everything but wearing that fucking mask.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hate wearing
I
that
wear
thing.
it, but with my beard, it probably doesn't do a whole lot of sealing. You know.
She can always tell. She checks my nose for paint boogers and shit.
Oh yeah.
True story.
I think they're kind of fun though.
She's like, "Oh, you wore your respirator today. I can see it all around your
That
Your
crease.
crooked nose,
Yeah, you get
you
that
know.
fucking that crease right there.
yeah."
I've got just permanent fucking my pores are just filled with paint. up in my face. Like if you get close enough, you can just see it in there.
People are like, "Do you smell that?" No, I don't smell paint anymore. I don't smell it. They're like, it's so bad in here.
Yeah.
So how long have you been
get used to
painting?
it? Custom painting.
I've been painting. It's shows my age. 37 years.
No way.
Yeah.
I'd have never guessed that.
Yeah. And
I meet
this
you.
will be
That's how old you are, Rodney, right?
I'll be 37 this year.
this will be 38 years.
I think. Yeah, 36.
You think I'd be better at it by now?
Dude, fuck off.
I don't
You're one of my favorite painters.
I don't think so. I walked around and looked at your shit. It's fucking so dope.
It's
But
effortless
it's
too
also
when you watch this
such
guy.
a mystery to me.
What? Like the process of custom painting?
Yeah.
And dude,
And I've seen videos explain, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, still like, I don't, okay, maybe.
he'd do this. He makes it look effortless. Like I'll come hang out for the day, and you know, you have like 10 things lined up, you know, and just like bam, bam, bam. And I'm trying to. It would just take me forever to come up with the ideas,
right.
you know, of like I have to plan everything out to a T. I don't know why. And I'm planning it so stiffly to make it look so loose a lot of times. And it fucking drives me crazy. But when I watch you paint, you're not even painting. You're talking to me and like doing other shit. And like, that's just happening. You know, it just fucking pours out of you.
Go with the flow.
It's really cool to watch.
You get customers, like I'm known for my style, I guess. Not just toilet seat style, like my motorcycles and things like that. And a lot of people don't know that I paint motorcycles. I get people asking me if I do paint motorcycles, and I just kind of laugh. Like, yeah, I can paint your bike like a toilet seat. I can do that.
Right.
And I layer things and layer and layer. And the more you look at stuff, like other paintwork, not just my toilet seats,
Right.
you can tell it's my paint job. You know, like people know,
Yeah.
That's Dickhead's paint job over there.
Right.
That's, you know, and I guess that's, the toilet seat shit's just fun. It's an adrenaline
The
rush.
world needs that shit. More of that shit.
It's funny.
Well, it's also taking something that, and like, dude, there's a pile of magazines at my feet that have all filled with your work.
On the table, actually.
There's a couple
they're-
here
they're
on the
right
table, dude. Easy Rider, like all fucking like. You're taking something that is extremely serious, and the asshole rich dudes who fucking pay for that crap and nitpick it and yada yada. Like, you're taking it and now totally making it 100% fun and free and enjoyable. Like that's got to kind of, like, after a lifetime of doing it so seriously, it's got to be kind of fun and rewarding to just now fucking throw it out there, you know?
Yeah, it's graffiti.
Totally,
It's
100%.
the guys
Absolutely.
who start and then they get good, and then like musicians, for example. Oh, you sold out. You made it big. No, that's what you strive for.
True.
You strive for that.
True.
You
Like,
want as many people to listen to your music.
right. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm just a dirtball musician and I'm never going to go anywhere. I don't know one musician who says that. I never want to be rich from music. I never want to be rich from playing my guitar.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody.
They wouldn't have picked up the guitar.
They right. They wouldn't have done it. And I guess for me, it's cool that I can actually just blow out a toilet seat in an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that like how long the average time takes to get a seat?
Yeah.
So quick. For like as much shit as that's going on them. But I think the other cool thing is like you paint bikes. Not everyone gets exposed to custom bikes. Everybody's got to fucking use a bathroom.
That's true.
So it like exposes these people who might not ever even see paint like this.
Most of my customers are women who buy seats,
Yeah. Okay.
or husbands who are buying one for their wife or their girlfriend, or they're introducing
fucking
them
cool.
into the custom world.
That's
And
really cool.
Right.
Yeah. Like because that's pretty sweet. Because now you can have like cool
Dude.
guy stuff in your house that's fucking totally chick approved. Like they want it, you know?
Think about the kid who's
No.
got to take a dump at the restaurant and he sees that and now his whole life is on a different
It's
trajectory
ruined.
Yeah.
It's
of
ruined.
like
Al.
I'm gonna fucking paint like this fucking seat I seen.
Fuck.
I did a seat. This is for a kid or a guy. I call everybody kid. So he's got a kid, and it's got one of those baby, like a seat for a baby in the toilet seat.
Oh, like the
That
little,
flips down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
little,
yeah.
So they
Extra
were
deal.
using the seat to actually make the kid want to go to the bathroom.
right.
Making the kid like, oh, you get to go on this glitter shitter. You get to go do this. And
Yeah.
the kid was potty trained in a couple days.
That's fucking rad.
It's pretty funny.
It
The
is.
positive things of the bandit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it exposes people who might not ever see this kind of paint to it.
I have yet painted a toilet seat to match somebody's motorcycle. So if anybody's listening and you have a bike, I'll give you a deal if you want. Like if your wife says, "Oh yes, you let him paint your bike," and I'll get a matching toilet seat. That I haven't done that yet, so I'm open to that.
Interesting.
Let's do it.
Interesting. Use the code sometimes choppers when you hit them up about it.
Man, I thought I brought another fucking pop in here.
So
with me.
you're talking about like you layer a lot of paint, like that's your style a little bit. Like
Yeah,
the
there's-
layer. So like when you clear it, are you just like dumping a bunch of clear on it? Because isn't it if it's like different layers and the clear was thin, like you'd feel that, or like if you were
Yeah.
wet sanding it, like you might burn through.
There's like on, let's just say, an average motorcycle, 5 to 15 coats of clear, depending on what they got going on. And
Depending on how intricate the paint is. It's
yeah, and it depends on if they want it. I don't know. There's not everything's show quality. Not everybody can afford to have the Easy Rider bike. I do
Right.
my best, to give them the best possible paint job.
yeah,
But
sure.
if it's going in Easy Rider and somebody's shooting it and it's going here and it's going there, then there's many more steps. It's like a car coming off
That's what
an
I was gonna
assembly
ask.
line, and then the cars you see at the auto show.
Right.
Those cars at the auto show are a year, 6 months to a year of wet sanding.
Really?
Yeah, and clear coat and wet sand and clear coat and wet sand.
That's
They don't tell
fucking
people
insane.
that. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, if you got a customer who's like, "Hey, dude, this is like museum quality. It's going everywhere." Is that like it's a whole different mind frame of
Yeah.
painting it? Like,
Yeah, definitely. The steps are, it would be more intense.
right?
Like lay down one pattern, probably clear it. Lay down, then wet sand it. Lay down the next pattern and then clear that, and then wet sand that.
Oh,
and
really?
then-
So it's kind of sandwiched in with the clear. See, I just always assumed it was like everything, and then you just dump clear over it. And
yeah, no,
that's not.
no,
That's
no.
why I'm not painting showroom bikes.
Not everything's like that.
Yeah.
Like toilet seats, they get 5 coats of clear
Oh wow.
on the average. Yeah.
And a sand in between.
I didn't do enough on my bike.
No,
I
you
think
don't
I
sand
only
in
put-
between clear because
Not, or I mean, like but you're sanding in between your paint layers.
there's for something show quality. Yeah, it would be base coat, pattern, clear coat, 5-10 coats of clear, wet sand that flat, and then go back through. Not a toilet seat.
Like on a showroom, what are you wet sanding up to on a showroom in between the clears? Like,
Like 600 grand.
oh, okay. So it's like not
Make it stick. 'Cause if you
right.
don't, if it's
you go too high, then the next coat's not.
it's gonna flake off like those
Yeah.
cars like you see driving down the street and their clear coats all flaking and
Yeah, I did that when I painted I had a 2000 Silverado, and I put the clear on, I think, too heavy around like the top of the fender where it curls. And then after like 2 years, that shit was like coming off.
That peel.
Yeah.
or it wasn't prepped right.
That could have been it too.
Chances are it wasn't prepped right.
I don't know. My dad was like, "You did it too heavy," and I'm like, "Eh."
I've seen a whole mural lift, and I've seen a whole lowrider, like a airbrush mural on just one of the door panels of a van.
Yeah.
Just something about that door. They took it down to bare metal 3 times, and still, it just wouldn't fucking keep
Pro-
this paint on there.
Probably had a
and then
goblin
I've
in
seen
it.
a lowrider paint job, like, you know, all the fucking tape lines, and dude was cleaning his car.
Yeah.
And just blew it off in huge fucking chunks. Like, you could have kept it like a piece of art on the wall. Like, that's how big the chunks came off
framed it.
from bad prep.
That sucks.
Dude.
I'm from a lowrider background.
Oh, okay.
Painted a lot of lowriders and built a lot of lowriders, and that's my
Is there any?
my roots.
Is this all bikes in here? Is there any lowriders in any of these magazines?
No, there's actually one of my lowriders is actually going around the internet right now.
Oh, really?
I don't want to say which one because then people will realize who I am, but
Right.
I built it years ago, like 2005, and now it's all over.
Popping up.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's funny.
Dang.
I won't put up that one, but I will
15
put
years.
up some stills from some of these things for the YouTube.
Right on.
Which it seems like a lot of people the numbers have like almost been the same, which is kind of freaking cool.
It's pretty close, yeah.
That makes me stoked.
How many views you guys get? On that?
Six people have watched.
1,000. In between 6 and 6,000.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I don't know if I don't want to say anything. Like, we're surprised. I
Yeah.
know, but in
You're
like
happy.
a cool ass way. Yeah, like
Yeah.
holy crap. And it feels like everywhere that we've been going for the past month, lots of people just like strangers being like, "Hey, when's this next thing?" When's like asking about it. So thank you guys.
Yeah, and the people who ask when it's coming out, I block their IP address.
You just block people who want to be your friend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's kind of. I mean, this is the 4th episode. But I mean, I guess now at this point, who gives a fuck? But like, so this is the fourth episode, but our very first one was only put out like what, a week or 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, so we'll let them in on a secret. Since you're so secretive, we'll give up one of our secrets in trade,
Okay.
right? Because they're like, who is this guy? They want to know. Well, you're not ever going to know that. But
Never.
what we will tell you is that the first episode we put out was actually technically the third
The
one.
third
we
recording, yeah.
Because we recorded the first one
Fucking
as the second one, and then we were like, this is a pile of dog shit because we partied all night the night before.
you guys did.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I sat there and watched it.
so the episode with Creep Cycle is actually the first ever recorded episode.
ever that we've ever done.
And then
yeah.
the second episode we recorded, we never put out.
Thrown in the can.
So the third one we recorded was the first one that
Which-
everybody's been like, this is a great fucking
Yeah.
podcast. Which
So-
thank you to anyone who decided to give us their time and listen.
I listened today, actually.
Oh, really?
I said, I need to know what I'm getting into.
Yeah, what'd you think?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The intro's a little long.
The intro's super long.
Yeah.
I thought I was making it 30 seconds, and I wasn't looking at the seconds. I was looking at the bars.
At the
So
minutes.
it's 3 minutes.
It's a minute and 20 seconds because it's
alright.
like 30 bars or something. I was making it in a it's been a minute since I produced music, and I was looking at the wrong fucking number in the
They had my
corner.
ADHD going. I was like, man, when are they going to start talking?
Yeah, it's a little long. We'll figure that out eventually.
Fuck that, dude.
It's so
sweet.
dope
I
though.
love
I
it.
like it. I do like it.
I just got to fuck with you for something.
I do like it.
There's a lot of funny little juicy little nuggets in
Yeah,
there.
and I think eventually, like, I'll probably switch those up too. After a while, like, I'll pull some out, throw some new little ad libs in.
See if people
I
notice.
I am having a fucking ton of fun though. So doing them so far. So this is like what, our 5th or 6th time recording. 5th time probably recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and so
We're
Zach
always
was
gonna
like,
be one more.
I totally tricked this dude into being on our podcast. And then the next day he's like, no, he wants to be on it. And I was like, I don't know what I'm getting into here.
Yeah, man. You were actually the first guest that we had fucking like
We went to.
yeah,
Yeah.
that we were
Everybody
that,
else has come to my house and slept in
or
the
no,
driveway.
not the first we went that we're here on site, but I mean the first person that we wanted to talk to, like our homie on the our first guest Garrett, you know, we had all like fucking hung out that whole day and yada yada, but he was like, what's next? I'm like, dude, don't even fucking worry what's next. I'm gonna tell you what's next. I know this motherfucking dude, and this is even before I even asked you, you know. So
Oh,
then I
okay.
kind of had to like grease the wheel a little bit to get you interested without asking, and then I think you did ask me like, I want to be on the show, and I was like, fuck yes, it worked. I had to pull reverse psychology because I was too nervous, but he asked me.
I would have did it anyways.
Because I didn't want to put you out there on blast too much, but it's like too cool of a fucking story.
Dude, it's so interesting.
And now that the world's back open, man, this could be a fun summer for you.
And did you know there's a song about me?
Nah,
dude.
I don't know if
Right here.
I may have.
Sunset Hate.
No.
That'll be our outro.
Wait, have you used it in a story? Maybe
I play it in my story sometimes while I'm here and shit.
But I haven't listened to it.
It's like a fucking official ass hardcore tune,
then
dude.
we can play it for our outro.
Yeah, we'll throw that.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
I get a message. Like, this is no bullshit. Like, I don't know these people.
Oh, really?
I have no idea who they are.
Power positivity,
They're
dude.
from Canada. And the guy messages me and he just says, hey, I'm in a band and we're metal. And I was like, I hate metal. I'm old and I don't care. And then he says, is it okay if we write a song about you? And I was like, yeah, let's hear this train wreck.
Right.
Let's hear how bad it is. And actually, it's good. So I'd like to apologize to them. That they did a good job, and it makes me laugh.
It's fucking super catchy and like official as fuck too. The recording is great.
They spent time on it. They weren't like
the production.
They weren't in the garage. They went to a recording studio. They wrote funny lyrics. It's called TSB, Sunset Hate. I'm going to give them a plug, just like the motorcycle shop. What was her name?
I built it out of Figment, Michigan.
I built it. Yeah,
I knew that.
Google it.
Sunset Hate on Instagram. Probably find them easily there.
Yeah, they're fantastic bunch of guys, and they did a shirt now too.
Well, dude, okay, yeah, we'll give them. That's how you know something's good. Like I kept seeing like this shirt and pin and stuff floating around your shit, and I finally asked you the other day, like, what the fuck is up? That we were laying underneath a car, and I was like, what's up with that? And you're like, oh, that's the band who wrote the song. Like, dude, the logo is almost as cool as the fucking tune. That's half the battle right there, man.
Oh, they did like their own logo?
Oh, just their band, their band shit or whatnot.
Gotcha.
But that's all it takes.
Yeah,
These days, you just gotta have something that looks fucking cool as that. What you wearing over there? What's under your beard there, bud?
I asked you about your shirt.
Let's see what's under there. Yeah, son.
Logo, dude.
That's what's up. Cool.
pretty decent, dude.
I like it.
I need one of those.
Who the fuck are those two guys?
Bunch of douchebags on Sportsters.
I had a Sportster.
And then you grew up?
No, I regret selling it.
Dude, they're fun.
Mine was a 80 Ironhead.
Nice.
Okay.
So
And
a
it
true,
actually ran?
a true.
Yeah, ran good.
Oh,
Ran out of gas a lot.
That's how you know
Little
it's
peanut
good.
tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never plated it. I just wrote it.
Was it chopped up or just?
It was a bobber.
Okay.
Rigid.
And you painted it, I'm guessing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
why wouldn't you?
Yep.
How
I
long
picked
ago
it
was
up.
that?
Oh, a couple years ago. I picked it up from a guy. He thought the frame was broke, and it just came unbolted. So that was cool.
Hell yeah.
I just brought it back, and I was like, oh, the bolt fell out.
Oh, wow.
So then the oil bag ripped, the oil tank there. Yeah, that ripped when the frame scissored.
Right. It
So-
came unbolted.
I went to a local place, and I said, you guys got a TIG welder? Because I didn't have my TIG welder. They're like, yeah. And then they're like, no, it's too thin a metal. We can't weld it. And they treated me like I was a dirt ball. So I came back to my studio, and I MIG welded it. And I don't know. if-
Too thin.
Too thin for a TIG welder, but good enough for my MIG. So go figure that.
I can't. I
Never
welded up-
dripped oil. Paint job's still good. If everybody's wondering, it didn't bubble, it didn't leak. It was fantastic. I put some reforce in there, rebraced it, and
Yeah.
guy's riding it now.
Oh, shit.
Fuck. It's still out there, huh?
Yeah. I sold it to a guy that I know.
How many
So-
bikes do you think you probably had? A dozen something over the years?
No, not that many. Probably 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes we talk about choppers.
Yeah.
You have any choppers?
I don't have any now. No. I got hot rods and shit.
Sometimes hot rods.
Yeah,
Sometimes
sometimes hot rods. I got a van.
I was
but
going to say, what's up with
Dude, I
the...
want
What
a
van are
fucking
you
van.
rolling right now? You got an Astro?
Safari.
A Safari. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I'm gonna make it a bedroom in the back.
Nice.
That's cool.
A little camper.
Those are coming back. I'm already calling it now. That's like me and all my friends, we all fucking rock the G20s and shit. But this next generation of kids,
Yeah.
who are gonna be vanners, their only option is gonna be to find Astros. So like,
Well, that's what Garrett was all excited about.
That's all they can
oh,
afford.
you're right. That's right.
And
We
I
did
was
talk
like,
about that. I
fucking
forgot.
hate
He's
it. I hate
a little
Astro
younger than
vans,
us.
dude. Like, no.
No, I can't do it. Yeah.
Like for me, I don't hate them, but I want like a G10,
I wanna-
G20, like
yeah.
the short one or the
Shit
the
that you've
bigger
seen in the
one.
movies that you grew up with. But you know what? Those are the things
Shit,
that
my
Garrett
dad was always buying.
seen in the movies that he grew up with. You know?
It's like imports. An Astro van's like an import car.
Yeah.
That's what they remind me
Yeah.
of. Like, I'm not going to drive a Honda.
It is that. It felt like
Dude.
that is the time of that crossover. They were now taking inspiration from imported cars when they came out with
Well,
that
yeah, like
new
you-
design of the
you-
Astro and the minivan. And,
You came from the Detroit area. I came from Flint. Like, you.
dude,
Dude, if I'd
Astro
have bought a
City.
Toyota or something, dude,
I came from
my
the middle.
family would have beat me down. You know what I mean? Like, that just wasn't allowed.
I'm from the middle of both those places.
Ooh.
Right between Flint and Detroit.
Ooh. I feel like people are going to be looking for you now. They'll be out here.
They can look
That's a
for
lot
me.
of space.
Toilet Seat Bandit.
Just standing on the corner, fucking shouting your name.
Yeah. Yeah, but dude, having to import anything was not like, dude, when I in high school, like if I had a girlfriend who pulled up in a Honda, my dad would be like, "You ain't going out today.
Not her.
She ain't the one, bro."
Yeah, everybody I grew up with, their dad was either a fuck buying a Ford made on a Friday, or we're from the side of town where
Chevys, dude.
You come from a Chevy or a Ford household.
Yeah,
and
I'm
same.
from a Chevy household.
Chevys all
Chevy
day,
household.
dude. Bow tie till I die. Fuck, man.
oh man,
It just didn't make sense to own anything else. Like, since my dad was always fixing shit and having parts, like, why would I go buy anything else when if something breaks, I probably got, he's got me.
yeah. Well,
know?
it's a lot of that. It's a lot of fucking all of everybody's family, like
Oh, my whole
born and
family
raised in these factories on
worked
this side of
all
town.
kinds of GM
Everybody from around here for the last 100 years has had some foot in that door. So it's
Yep.
like, by suit, you have to
Yep,
choose
my
a
nephew's
side.
working there now.
And if you don't choose a side, then you probably were raised in a fucking
On a
weird
bus.
on a bus.
Oh, dude, my dad's buddy just bought a bus.
On a bus in
School
Chi-town.
bus.
Yeah.
He went and picked it up in
Okay, yeah.
St. Clair.
You go first, and then I got a buddy who just got a bus too.
Well, I got two bus stories. They're
Okay.
both quick. Pathetic Ed bought this black bus, and he's going to use it as a camp. Like, he's going to park it in the back of his property by the river and put, like, a wood stove in it, and he's going to make it his camp. My dad's like, why don't you just fucking build something? He's like, well, because the ice when the river freezes, and this way I can just move it. And it's like, well, why don't you just build something a little further back? Whatever. And then in Saginaw, man, there was a school bus that said Deliverance on it, and it's been parked by this abandoned church for like years. I mean, at least 8 years.
Yeah.
Never moved. Shit kind of stacked on the hood. If people follow me, they've definitely seen it on my story.
I was going to
Just
say,
about
I've seen it on your story.
every time I pass by it, I'm like, and
What
I
is-
play the Deliverance music. It's gone. I drove by Saturday going to the Freeland Walleye Festival.
Probably scrapped.
Fucking gone.
Scrap value's up.
Dude, it's so high.
My homie Colton and his old lady. Congratulations, guys. Actually, they just had their firstborn baby boy
Ooh.
a couple of
Congrats.
weeks ago. They just picked up a big Econoline bus RV. Fucking it's like the Econoline Ford front nose, pig nose
It's
front,
like
but
tall
then
in front, though.
but then it does have the over.
Yeah.
It comes out over the top. I forget what.
Tioga or Tioga.
I forget.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
We had one of those. We just sold it.
That they just picked up and is they were already living in an Astro van before they got pregnant, just traveling around the country, and kind of got stuck in a home and we're already like fucking itching to get the fuck back out. So now
Who had the baby, him or her?
he
You said they got
watched.
pregnant.
He watched.
I'm just curious.
He watched her have the baby.
Oh, okay.
I mean, 2020, you never know.
They, them,
Then
Right.
she.
Caesar.
the LBGTYN. You better look
ESPN.
out. They're all going to get mad at us.
Oh, they're
That's
furious
information.
now. That's our core fan base. Is pretty much.
Oh, they're listening because they already hate me.
yeah.
Maybe that license plate.
Well, Pablo kind of blew your spot up there.
I know I didn't want to say it, but he did.
He said it.
Yeah, so fuck yeah, dudes. Congratulations on the new fucking bus van. Crazy RV. Can't wait to see that thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, they bought school bus. Like he bought a legit
bus.
school bus, and pretty disgusting inside.
I'd imagine. So have you
Had a house stove in it.
did you guys ever see that double decker that rolls around Michigan that's a bus with another bus welded upside down
No.
on top of it? And it's like body wise to it, like it looked like it came off the line. It was done really, really well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's painted like a school bus.
It's
yellow
painted like a
black,
school bus.
With,
It's
maybe
got
like I
fucking-
built that for
and-
schools.
no.
District.
It's got the name of the synagogue that it's parked behind.
It's a church bus.
Yeah, for this temple off of like Telegraph and near 14 Mile side of town is where it's parked.
Okay.
Always over there, but
Give them a plug. Maybe they'll sponsor you.
I know because I have a sign. I painted a sign inside of that temple there, so I found it one day. I was like, oh, this is where that fucking bus lives.
And it's got a bus welded on top of it.
yeah,
upside- like
with
the
wheels up.
church.
The wheels up top spin while it's fucking moving and everything. It's a pretty cool kid machine, man. That's always packed with.
What is
the
why?
kids.
Why'd they do that? Like in case it
Tall
rolls over.
ceilings. Tall ceilings.
Just probably like it's just an art.
Lot of-
It's just an art car for fun.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was a safety thing in case it rolled over. I could keep going.
Dude, in case if it
That's what I
it's
would
so
think.
tall.
Right?
if the school bus
Yeah.
came to a screeching halt, it could flip on its nose and then
Right.
continue in reverse just fine.
Okay, you're in a school bus with a bunch of kids, and you're barreling down the road, and there's
weed here?
danger in front of you, and you stomp on the brakes and flip over, and then you just drive the other way, but you're still going.
Oh man.
You get away from the
Forward.
danger.
Yeah,
Okay, hell yeah.
Danger stranger, is that what they
right.
say?
That's what you could paint on the side of the bus, dude.
Man, no, you know what? Actually, cut that. That is what it was built for. It's not an art car. It was built to flip and keep rolling.
That's what I figured, dude.
I read the instructions wrong.
Or for bridges. If it's too tall, that's
Yeah.
two buses.
Yeah, dude, that thing you sent me today. Oh my god, it blew my mind.
What's that?
The-
The scared dad
the-
at Home Depot.
No, the fucking road being gone. They cut the road out.
Oh gosh, yeah. Did that get you?
Oh, I seen somebody.
Dude, that got me.
Did I send it to you too?
No, I seen that.
Guy's like, there's a pit in the road. I'm not even high. Oh yeah, I am high. Oh no, I'm not.
Right. He was fucking hot. I saw the pit too, though. Even after the car drove through it, he had to tell me it was water. I was like,
Still didn't
I didn't
believe
even
it.
fucking catch it.
Still didn't believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'm
think
not
I'm
the
gonna have a
smartest,
fucking
though.
cigarette while I'm in here. You want to smoke? You want me to grab your smokes for you?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Enjoy. I don't want to have one without you.
So yeah, I didn't even know you painted like cars or bikes or anything. I was just like, oh, it's toilet seats.
Yeah, no, I started with cars.
Okay.
And to be better than
So
my
when-
dad.
Oh, that's what I was gonna
Yeah,
ask.
I had to
Like
show 'em off.
he painted cars. Like
Yeah.
was he just doing the standard base coat clearing?
He was
flipping 'em,
doing
or-
lacquer because it's that long ago.
Yeah.
And then they enamel, and then he started with urethane, like clear coats. And he sprayed Amaron. And then it's like this.
that
They
is-
said it was really bad, poisonous back in the day. It's like aircraft paint, I
Okay.
believe.
Yeah.
Use it for boats and shit.
Right.
And so he's like, yeah, we got to wear our respirators. Okay, well, it soaks through your skin, from what I learned.
Yep.
So we would have diarrhea every time we painted a car for like 2 days, and it was probably
man.
soaking in through our eyes and our pores. And
Oh yeah, just anything.
yeah,
exposed.
yeah. I don't know why I'm sick, Dad. Me neither.
So was that like his job, or was he just doing that shit on the side, like doing body work and squirting them and selling them, or
Yeah,
is that
and building hot rods and street rods.
okay? But he
You know,
wasn't
with the
doing,
tweed interior and shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what interiors I really like? That velour of the old Buicks. Them square Buicks.
Oh, dude.
Like the blue or the red velour interior, how soft that shit was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
you know, like G-body Cutlass
Yeah,
is.
yeah. We had a lot of Buick LeSabres.
God.
that
I was
had
just
that.
going to say, so I drove a LeSabre for a while.
Yeah.
And, oh, God, it was like riding a fucking... It was like having a yacht going
Yep.
down Woodward Avenue.
Just floats.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah.
you're just constantly like this the whole time and in like the most comfortable way.
Yeah.
I fucking miss that car. I sold it to this old Chinese man named Dick Harper, and he was a buddy of mine. And I sold it because I thought it was unfixable. Old man Dick Harper spent like $200 and fucking drove that car for like 2 more years. I was so pissed off, and I'd seen it forever because I had a stencil of Kurt Russell's face that I had spray painted on the gas cap, so you could notice this LeSabre from a million miles away.
Kurt Russell, huh?
Snake Plissken Kurt Russell with an eye patch over
okay.
his
I
thing.
mean, I just thought maybe
Yeah.
like his headshot that he used to get jobs.
But it had that interior. It had that interior, but it was red. It was like wine.
yeah, they had like the red, the dark like burgundy kind of ish.
Fuck, I'd
And
do
then
anything.
they had the you know what you don't see anymore too is the I'm gonna fucking completely blank on it now. Not the Berettas, but the fucking other car. It was a little bit longer. They always had like the ground, like the Z28 one had like the ground effects on it. Oh fuck, it wasn't the Cavaliers. There's fucking one for sale by my house that
Like
I
the Monte
noticed.
Carlos,
Nah, it was some fucking
Sunbird.
Beretta-ish. Oh, it's gonna bother me now that I even brought it up.
The only thing I'm thinking of is a.
This really dorky kid I knew had one, but he could drive before any of us because he was like a grade ahead of us, and we'd get rides. It was a 2-door. I'm gonna fucking remember it as soon as
It was a Ford
Damn,
Escort.
Grand Prix.
I don't know. No.
That's what got me out of painting cars in a collision shop was a Beretta. It was teal.
I was gonna say, was it purple?
No, it was teal, and then it had
What happened to all those?
this guy, Dr. Rue, he's a pinstriper. He came and put this pink. You know, this was in the 90s. I worked at a collision shop.
Okay.
And he put pink down the side, stripes, and then he dry brushed a zigzag on it.
That sounds fucking dope.
It was totally 1991.
Yeah.
He still stripes 1991 style. Like, he's the doctor of that.
That sounds like a Taco Bell cup. Like that teal with like that
Hell
dry
yeah.
brush pink.
Yeah, it was
Like from the 90s.
Yeah, you
Like,
can't recreate that these days.
no.
No, but
You have it or you don't.
You can
Yeah.
sell nostalgia though.
That's true.
What's up with all those cracking up paint jobs everybody's doing?
All the what paint jobs?
The cracked up ones where they,
I'm seeing a lot of that.
yeah,
Where they're like, people are like, oh, I got the formula on how to get the crack right. Like use this paint, and then it'll crack if you put it on when it's wet. And
Rust-Oleum,
yeah,
base coat.
yeah.
I just painted a bicycle and it did that. I was like, oh, I can sell this for a lot of money right now.
I'm not a fan of that.
I'm not either. And everybody's going to get mad at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's a hit or miss for me, either one or the other. I mean, I get paid to make things look old all the time, so it's like I'm a total fucking sucker to even answer this question. But when it's done right, it's cool, but it can be very easily done bad. Just to pass.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. But it's supposed to kind of look bad, I guess. It's like when people do the fake patina.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, man.
I was very
Not for me.
very hit or miss with that.
I used to help this guy out back in the early 2000s. His name was Little John. He was an airbrusher, and he shook really bad and had Parkinson's, it looked like. Maybe he did. I don't know. But he'd get an airbrush in his hand. He would straighten right out. Wouldn't shake, wouldn't nothing. So he'd bring me these paint jobs to ask my advice, and it looked like he rhino-lined them, like that bed liner.
Right.
And then he would airbrush over it, and that's becoming popular now, that lumpy look. I don't get that either. Maybe somebody can message me and tell me what this is about.
Yeah.
I could see that making the paint job easier.
Yes, it's less.
Because
Right.
now you're not painting on something as smooth as glass. You're
Yeah.
painting on something that's a little texture to it, you know.
Right.
I could see that as like a cheat, maybe, like just a little way to cut a corner, but also get like now you're getting a new texture.
I'm not a fan of it, and I don't know. No.
See, we're talking about choppers and paint jobs and
Fucking butts and
buses, hot rods.
I just think it's like being exposed to people painting when I was a kid. Like they wanted it to look good. And they didn't want it to look like shit. So like these paint jobs that purposely are supposed to look old and shitty, it just hurts my brain.
I see.
Hurts my
It's
brain.
just not for me.
So
you
it's
know what
nothing.
I mean?
You can't even control it. It's just how
it's
you're.
DNA. It's
I'm not making fun of anybody. I just really have a question about it. So maybe somebody can message me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm making fun of everybody, including myself.
Because I really just, if you walk out of this room, there's a bicycle frame right there. Somebody painted with Rust-Oleum and it all cracked on me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this was supposed to be a
Value
2-hour
goes up now.
job. Yeah. I pinstriped something and the one shot didn't cure all the way. And I had my panties in a bunch and it did that cracking shit, and I tried to let that go about 8 years ago, and the guy wasn't having it. I was like, "It looks old, dude."
Yeah.
He was like, "No."
If you don't put hardener, if you don't put One Shot brand, I've even noticed this, like One Shot's brand of hardener in their paint before you clear coat it, and it fucking lifts on you like a motherfucker every time. But if you put 10 pounds of clear on it, it'll weigh those cracks back down and flatten out again.
Really? A little bit?
I dry spray it, honestly. I dry spray that One Shot. Put like 3-4 coats of dry spray on there.
Okay.
Always, even if it sits for a year. Sits 2 years, sits 5 years. Yeah, I dry spray that. Just put a mist on there.
This is like a dust, yeah.
That way the chemicals aren't eating into it.
And then like the next coat has more to grab to?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it kind of slowly covers it, and then I hammer it.
Hell yeah, this is the fucking type of shit that I
That
like sitting
makes
around here
sense.
talking with him
Yeah.
about all day.
Yeah.
See, I know very little about paint, even though my dad has painted my whole life. But
Yeah,
I just never
you
paid
didn't
attention.
listen.
I never paid attention because I was busy, trying to hang out with girls and do other things.
That was important.
But I always got stuck wet stand and shit, and
That's not the fun stuff.
I would help a little bit, you know what I mean? But so it's like painters have a secret cult because a lot of them won't tell you how to do anything.
I'll tell you anything. I don't care.
And even I'll ask my dad, and he'll be like, "Just fucking
We've talked.
sand it down, fucking bring it over." And it's like, but I want to know how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's such an age gap, or there's such a gap in trade and age now that, we've addressed this before. I've had people hit me up and be like, why the fuck are you showing that on your stories? And it's like, dude, people, that's cool that you're down to,
You
talk
can
about it,
YouTube
'cause
anything.
Yeah.
You
So
can
it's
YouTube
not-
anything, and, yeah, you really can. Fucking, it's all, I mean, anything is out there now to read or watch a video on,
yeah.
but
I got shit
nothing
for...
beats the hands-on of someone
right.
really also,
Right.
and that's hard to find. Somebody who's willing to.
And I've been looking for an apprentice for 3 years. Nobody wants to work.
No, nobody does.
Everybody just wants
The
the
end
paint
result.
process.
Yeah, they just want to be able to do it.
Right. They don't want to know the body work because unlike Cars Morsels, I do everything myself.
Right.
I'm 100% by myself every day, all day. And I do the body work. I do the primer. I do the paint. I do the wet sand. I do the wheel. I've had people who help me, over the last few years, but they don't want to do the body work. They don't want to learn the body work. They don't want to learn how to sand right. They just want to slap some lace down and throw some tape, and that's not...
Painting it's 90% prep, and then that last couple seconds when you're out the door is when you get to have some fun for a minute, and you
Right.
finally get paint out. You gotta fucking on these walls and these signs and crap, dude. I'm there for a week scraping this old shit off and getting fucking layers of oil base down and getting this wall back to zero, and then a quick 6 hours, I'll paint this massive sign really quick, and But it's the leading up to that nobody wants to fucking
No,
do. They're
that's
like,
I don't want to do
oh,
it.
Zach's this is just
But-
labor.
But then when you get done, then you got to clean the guns and the brushes and the
Oh, for sure. You got to treat your
It's-
tools.
It's like
You're like
the
God.
painting is a little bit of it. It's
I mean, I have 100-year-old paintbrushes, dude, that I use regularly, And those things will probably last another 100 years as long as I take care of them as well as I do after every job.
I'm terrible at cleaning my brushes and my paint guns. I'm terrible.
Yeah, is that one of your faults?
It is. It's so bad. Like, fuck.
It's a
Spray
bitch,
thinner
but
through it. It's not that hard to clean the fucking gun.
we're
But
we're
I-
artists for a living, man. Like, we're already fucking certified weirdos in the sense that we're willing to, like, fucking just struggle day in and day out just to do this, So when it comes to, I find when it comes to things like that, like easy, simple things, it's super easy to, like, overlook it. Because it's already fucking hard enough to do this.
See those paint guns right there sitting over there by that no truck sign?
Yeah.
Yep.
They got paint in them. They're just upside down.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
good.
awful.
I will say there is, but also too though, my brushes, like if you're fucking working hard enough, I don't need to clean the oil out of my brushes, the paint out, because shit's staying wet till the next morning. I can keep working.
I mean, them guns go 7 days a week.
And I was gonna say you're pretty much up here every
Right.
single day painting,
Yeah,
so
painting something. Not
it's
just
not like
toilet
that gun's
seats.
gonna sit there for the next 2 weeks. It's gonna sit there until we leave, and then maybe you'll fucking paint something tonight or first thing in the morning or whatever,
Yeah, I'll be here 9 o'clock. Banker's hours. I get up at 6.
Get up at 6 and then rub
Drink
your
my
feet on the
coffee.
ground, drink coffee, and then head
Yeah.
over to start painting shit.
Yep,
That's pretty cool.
that's my day.
Yeah.
Coffee, lots of coffee.
So are you doing mostly like, dude, I drink black coffee all day long. You drink it black or you put cream?
Black.
in it? Yeah, okay. See,
Yeah.
I knew we were best friends. Yeah. This guy over here with his pumpkin spice.
It's a
Jesus.
joke, but I also love it. It's not a joke. I'm just saying that to make myself feel better. I like black coffee, but I like it in the middle of the night, man.
I'm drinking it right now. I drink it all day.
Like I like starting
Either
to
that
drink
or water or
black
beer.
coffee after 8
Always
o'clock.
But what I was gonna say is, is what you're doing like a lot of commissioning shit? People are having you paint things, or are you buying shit and then painting shit and then putting it up for people to buy?
Well, you see the shop out there.
Yeah.
That's 3 of those cars are mine. Everybody else's is customers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a good mix.
Yeah, I pulled a couple in out of the rain today,
Right.
but I'm booked till August
Oh,
or
no
September. Yeah.
That's a long.
So
fucking time
people,
away.
yeah, like
That's cool.
yeah. And then I looked at another job yesterday, and that's a huge job, and I don't even think I want to do it anymore. That job,
Right.
Like I went and looked to please the guy,
Right.
but I went there with the attitude I'm just pleasing this guy to come
Yeah.
by because I keep telling him tomorrow,
Yeah.
Wednesday, Saturday. That's been for 3 weeks, and I finally go over there and I pull in. I'm like, oh, I don't even like that.
Is it a
Right.
custom paint job? Or,
Yeah. Well, not really too custom. He just wants it. It's a semi,
Oh,
a
okay.
big job.
The one you already did a little bit of work on.
No,
Oh,
this is
no,
a new
a
one.
different one. Oh gosh,
Yes, so I'm kind of over the big.
the semis.
Yeah.
It'll
Custom
be-
painted semis are not fun.
So, is you run into like people who are like, "This is exactly what I want," or are most people just like, "Hey, dude, you're the artist. Fucking, these are kind of colors I like," or
On toilet seats, you mean, or just in general?
just in general, like cars, bikes, that kind of thing.
Nobody tells me what to do.
Perfect.
They
Like
give me a
that.
color,
Yeah.
and I keep within the color.
Yeah. That's
Other
perfect.
than that, they come to me for my work
Yeah.
and my paint style and my stuff. I have a job that's sitting out there for 2 years, and it's been sitting there for 2 years because the customer changed their mind, and in the middle of it, they told me that they changed their mind, they want something else.
Yeah.
So
After you already started on it?
yeah, I lost my all mojo.
Oh,
so
yeah.
yeah,
It's hard.
It's a big
Yeah.
pain in my ass. But I already started it, so I got to finish. Always finish what you start.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, I run into a little bit of like people wanting heating and cooling stuff done
Okay.
on the side.
Right.
That's not what I do at work, but like I know how to do that shit.
No.
And I'll go look at things and I'll be like, I don't even want to do this, dude.
Fuck this.
Right.
Yeah. Like
I'm in the
I
middle.
just don't want, like, it's the amount of time it's going to take me, which it might only be a day. I'm like, I could be out on my bike. I could be
Right.
fucking talking to the Toilet Seat Bandit instead.
Right.
I'm in the middle of a project
don't
right
wanna
now
do
that
it.
I didn't want to do.
You're right.
I don't even care because
And then you throw out a
never gonna
ridiculous
listen.
number.
He's never going to listen to this because he doesn't appreciate me anyways. But I'm fucking painting Violent J from ICP's back porch right now. Not a sign, not a mural, nothing. Just fucking helping the homie out because they didn't, they were getting shitty quotes just because of who they were, And I was like, look, man, I know what I'll fucking. Are you asking me to get it done for you? Because I'll come over and fucking do it. And now I'm like, oh, this is so tedious.
Yeah.
It's paint. I've got all the tools. I've got all the sprayers, all the shit to do it. But it's like, I don't want to fucking be here doing this.
Just a plain
Why did I
Jane.
take this normal ass job?
Right.
See, I would do something. I would paint a mural or paint something up where you walk.
So
That's how I would do
I've
it.
hit a bunch of tags in the wood already with the power washer.
You need to do what he's saying. You need to just blow it out something fucking crazy and be like, that's what I
That's
did.
what you get.
Yeah.
Just give them some flames.
Do it. Yeah, give him some flavor, dude.
I get some
I
flames.
just did a semi. Like
Yeah, maybe. That's more work for me though.
Fuck it, do it. You'll feel better about yourself.
during COVID, I did a semi, and the guy drops it off, and he got a full custom paint job. He didn't ask for it. He did though. He got a full custom paint job, and I said, He says, "Oh my God, you went above and beyond, and I love it." I said, "Cool."
That's cool.
Fucking dope.
Yeah, I just
See, that's how you need to be.
I mean,
do that.
also though too, it's like you gotta fucking suck it up and help out people who help you out too. Sometimes,
Yeah.
It is what it is. When you work for yourself in the world of custom
Dude,
shit, you're gonna.
if you put
you're-
a fucking Bigfoot, painted a fucking sick ass Bigfoot on his porch,
What about prints? Like footprints.
Prince as a Bigfoot, like
Prince as
the
a
Bigfoot's
Bigfoot.
wearing some purple fucking
He
drapes
would,
and shit.
He
dude.
would freak out. He would
Do
trip.
it. Do it. You won't. Do it.
Maybe I will
Do it.
Maybe I will
Do it.
turn this lemon into a fucking.
He ain't gonna
that's
do
what
it.
you got to do, man. You got to just be creative.
Yeah.
He hired an artist, and you're just
And you're
go,
just doing the.
Well, they're kind of bummed because like I could have been out of there last week, but then like some other shit came in, and
now it's raining.
now then it's been raining, and then I don't work on the weekends, and
Dad life.
yeah, homies texted this morning like, "What's up, my dude? Where you at, fam? You gonna finish this shit up or what, Jug?" I was like, "Yeah, look outside. It's raining, man. I'm sorry. I suck."
Dude, I can't wait to see this Prince Bigfoot. You
Now
do.
I'm kind of excited to go there tomorrow and think of what can I
You
do.
gotta do
I think
it.
I'm
Big,
I'll
too.
probably just
Big.
hide some feet print. Like I'll tint the paint down, the color of the porch. I'll add black to it, tint it down, and then paint.
He's gonna be like,
Some
you
big fucking
fucking
feet.
spilled something over here. You gotta blow out a big purple Bigfoot, dude. Prince. No, yeah, do it.
That's gonna.
You're an artist. Do it, dude.
Artist, creativity. There you go.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm an idea man. I don't do anything.
We're gonna talk him into this before this is over.
No,
That's my
I don't
whole
even.
goal.
I'm not even homies with him like that. I talk with his assistant and
How
shit.
you ever gonna be homies with him if you don't fucking blow out a Prince Bigfoot?
I don't like drinking the Kool-Aid I make. So I'll just leave it at that.
It has nothing to do with that.
Does he give you Fago?
No, I mean, dude. Well, okay, he's a client of mine. Well, they are clients of mine.
Yeah.
But also heroes of my childhood.
Yeah.
So I already have like this idea in my head.
It's not like you're painting an ICP
And I've been
tag.
really, really, really bummed out in the past by working with other past like celebrities and shit before, and then finally getting to like talk with them a little bit, and
Yeah.
I've had my heart broken.
Right.
So these guys didn't like. I had to hide from them for years. That even in the summertime, I would wear sweatshirts and shit over to their warehouse and like hide my fucking ICP tattoos and tuck my chain in because I didn't want them to know that I liked them because they respected they called me for my work, not for they can get me cheap because I'm a juggalo. So I wanted to keep that relationship as long as possible.
Smart.
They found out I was a juggalo, and then I was like, okay, now I'm just pretty much here to help,
Are you retired juggalo, though?
Nah, dude, you're done with that shit forever. It's just a part of... Usually you don't really get into that, You kind of just grow up with that crap.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So it's like just a part of your youth
My
as a
kid's a
Michigander. That's cool. I'll hook her up with some cool stuff, man. I can give her, like, I don't know, something stage used or some crap. And then you can give it to her as a cool gift and
Right on.
look cool.
So I feel like that was the long way of you trying to get out of doing this Prince Bigfoot.
No,
So
I'm not
just-
going to
just
do the
do
Prince
it.
Big, the big
Come
Prince
on,
Bigfoot
dude.
thing.
I'll go over there and do it.
I actually have art in the Prince Museum.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that the
In-
museum in the airport?
No, in
Or something?
No, it's
Milwaukee
Or is that just a Prince store in there?
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah, it's Minneapolis. And like,
Yeah, I have art in there.
Really? What is it?
I can't tell you. Then people would know my identity. But I'll tell you later.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
this is tight.
Because were you telling me or somebody was telling me, like, in the airport there, they got, like, a whole big Prince store.
No, that wasn't me, but who was... I think
Somebody.
Garrett was telling us that, because I feel like I remember this story.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Can you get wigs? That might be part of my disguise.
Yeah.
Dress up as a Prince impersonator and
Yeah.
swap toilet seats.
Hell yeah.
Nobody will notice.
I nearly bought the Purple Rain vinyl, though.
I've
Saturday.
probably gotten... I have a few copies of it for some reason.
Yeah, I almost did, but then I didn't.
Would you listen to it?
Purple Rain?
Just have it. You would just
maybe
own it.
maybe with the woman. Yeah, we listened to a lot of vinyl. So she picked
Purple
up.
Rain's got a lot of good songs on there. Let's Go Crazy. There's some good fucking fun tunes on
like
there.
alone, I wouldn't just put it on.
Oh,
but if
okay.
it was like No Kids Home, I might pop a little Prince on. Like nothing wrong with that, But she picked up Clarence Carter, and with I'm Stroking on it.
Nice.
Yeah, which if people listen real closely to our intro music. Wait, yeah, no, that was the old intro music that I didn't use. Never mind. I'm chopping.
In your hidden
That's what
first
it
two
is.
episodes.
I don't know what I'm fucking talking about.
If anybody hasn't
Yeah.
noticed yet, all of the music we use is stolen from
The song
ICP.
for the I'm chopping video on our YouTube. If you listen closely, you'll hear Clarence Carter.
In the back.
Yeah, his huns are in there.
Huh?
Yeah.
Those are my favorite parts.
Yep. But yeah, she picked that up. Some Marvin Gaye, like some bunch of Motown shit is what we got this last weekend.
Do you guys got a record at your house?
I have a record player right in the other room.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you
Hold
don't
on.
like metal. So what do you? what are you
I've just
popping on?
grown up, I guess,
Right.
musically.
So what are you listening to now?
Oh man, you guys don't even want to know.
I catch you. We listen to a lot of like country shit over here a little bit,
Some rap,
but then also like some good rap stuff too.
some Nick Cave, some Tom Waits.
He's
Okay.
put me onto some newer rap stuff that I haven't even heard of. I'm terrible. I am not up to fucking game with anything on that. But I've been like, who's this? I was like, oh, this is this new guy so and so. Like, oh, it's kind of cool. Well, like, what's the one
Whoa.
cat who's what's the song about? His I don't
When
know.
drugs
Maybe
off
I stuck
the
in my
dad's butt.
ass. I'm gonna lick at my butt.
Cal Scrubby or Cal Scrooby or whatever, however you say it. Yeah, he's
Okay.
he's
Have you heard
pretty
of him?
funny. He's a white kid.
check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the line? Your dad's over.
Oh man, I don't even know. Now you're putting me on the spot.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Recite the song.
Doing cocaine off the dad's butt. And mom's
Mom's
blowing him or something like
Mom's
that.
licking my nuts.
Oh,
or,
Blumpkins
Yeah.
or something.
It's pretty funny. It's cool, but like funny in a serious way.
That's cool.
But
Brings back memories for this guy.
Yeah, of last night.
He's like, oh, I remember that night. Or those nights,
remember
I
that.
should say.
I remember that week.
I remember yesterday.
Forgot about that story for a while. Look at him. It's got to be true if you see his face.
Just my head's like.
Right. Well, he was telling me a story about two gay guys the other day, and I said, who was the other guy?
I was telling you a story about two gay guys the other day.
Yeah. And I said, who was the other guy?
Oh, no, it wasn't me.
Yeah, it went right over your head, dude.
I get it now. I get the joke now.
Ooh, ta-da.
I get it now.
Cut
Well,
that,
fuck,
cut
man.
that.
How long have we been running for today so far?
120.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
An hour and 20?
yeah.
Cool.
It's been pretty painless.
It has been.
Yeah. Pretty chill. We're just bullshitting, you know?
Pretty much. Trying to get to the bottom of everything, like the tunes that you're playing when you're painting. That way, other people can put them on so they can be as good as you, because I think that's how it works.
That is how it works, yes.
I get stuck on
Don't buy Harbor Freight paint guns. No, I mean do, and put oil in them so everything is greased and oiled nicely. Fill the cup with that. And then just wipe it out. Just dump it, wipe it.
That's what I did.
Your needle will work.
fine.
Yes, everything will work.
I used a Harbor Freight gun on my bike for the base and the clear. The primer, I used the old Binks or Binks? I don't know.
See that paint gun up there, sitting over there?
Yeah.
My dead dad's in there.
No kidding.
Yeah, his ashes.
That's so cool.
And
That's fucking really cool.
they were in a bag in the center of my car, and I'm driving from a party years ago. And so his
God.
ashes are in the bag. And
Yeah.
the bag opens up, and my buddy says, "Oh man, whatever's in this bag just got all over my dick and my lap." But he wasn't naked; he was just being sarcastic. It was all over his clothes, and I was like, "Oh." He's like, "What is this? Is this like something for paint?" I said, "No, that's my dead dad in a bag." Will you zip that back up? He says, "No, seriously, what is it?" I'm like, "Dude, that's my dad in a bag."
Dad in a bag.
And he didn't believe it. So he goes, "Whatever it is, I'm going to give you a Ziploc bag. I know it's not your dad in a bag." I said, "Yes, it is. Seriously." Next morning, 8:00, he calls me. He says, "Seriously, man, what was in that bag? Because I can't stop thinking about it. I couldn't sleep last night." Oh, no. And I was like, "Seriously, it's my dad in a bag. I just got his ashes, and they've been sitting on my floor of my car for like a week. I don't know what to do with them."
Yeah, that's like, what do you do with them?
That's a
you
cool
know?
container. That's
But
a
yeah,
cool
it's
idea
cool
to
to
keep
put it
them
in the
in. You
paint
So
know?
I put him in his paint gun.
That's fucking really
Yeah.
cool.
And then they go on some Jesus praying hands on the wall.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
I've fucking snorted a lot of my friends
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
on that one a lot.
I put-
Tattoos. A lot of my tattoos have my friends' ashes in them.
Nah, that's cool.
You know,
Yeah.
shit like that.
My uncle, we put into a Harley tank and then buried the tank.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
That's
He
cool.
was real big into
Dude,
motorcycles.
that is rock and roll.
Right on.
Yeah.
Wow, that gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, it was cool. And then his bike that he had, my cousin got it and then let it sit, and then I got it running. And then he sold it.
Fuck.
I know, he didn't even tell me, you know.
Buster.
I probably didn't have the money at the time anyway, but he kept his shit so clean, like, I don't even know if I wanted to own it. You know, I got all of his, I got like that blue tool cart that's in my,
Well, that's cool. Something.
it had all of his cleaning shit for detailing his motorcycle and his truck. Like, he had old trucks that were just fucking immaculate.
Well, at least you
you know.
got something cool still.
Old people got nothing better to do than clean. Have
Yeah.
nice things,
Yeah.
I guess. you know?
Sleep and clean.
Yeah.
I'm already getting there.
You know, they keep their yard nice, they keep their truck nice. I'm like, I just cleaned my truck out yesterday.
Fuck, I have to do
After-
that tonight.
After not doing it for all hunting season, so, you know, shit's everywhere during hunting season and mud and just fucking, it's nice to have something clean once in a while.
Yeah, the van I usually the whole bed frame's taken out since I moved.
You need to clean that piss out of your van.
And the bed frame's been out of there for 3 weeks, dude, and it's like it's just a normal work van in there now. It's fucking trashed. I hate it. With the bed frame in there, and there's like a made bed and shit. Like I don't even put a fucking wrapper on the floor. You know, go straight into the trash can. But the trash can isn't in the van right now. All the home amenities are taken out of it, and I fucking hate it. It's driving me crazy. Maybe that's why I'm not getting a lot of shit done right now, because my home base is
Could be.
out of whack, dude. Like the van is where I'm comfortable.
You ever
My house is because I'm tethered to provide somewhere responsible and clean for my kid to fucking
right.
live, you know? I've got about 8 more years until I'm full bore, only living in the van. Man, that's my fucking plan. Run a shop and everything, but I'll be living in the fucking van outside of it. Because
That's cool.
man,
good to have goals.
I've kind of went on a rant there for a sec, but I think that's what's been.
Well-
I've been feeling so weird these last few weeks, and I guarantee you it's because the van isn't set up. Dude.
Have you ever heard of like the one touch rule?
What's that?
Well, I'm not talking about like
Shake
in
it once
school.
or shake it?
No, like okay, you come in and like you got your coat and you take it off and you throw it over the chair like your dining room.
Yeah, every time.
But that's not where it goes. Like it goes in the closet. So
Yeah.
later when you're cleaning, you're gonna take your coat and then you're gonna go move it to the fucking closet. So instead, you just come in, you put it right in the fucking closet. Like you have something, you just put it where it's gonna end up later.
Yes.
So you don't got to touch it 2 or 3 times and move it. Like,
Yes.
oh fuck, I set this down here, now I got to move it to this table because I need this table for this. When you should just fucking put it in the fucking bookcase
Right
or
away.
wherever it went. So you just one touch. You just touch shit one time. I did that for about a week,
I've been so that
and it was nice, but it's hard to.
that's like a fucking.
know.
That's like an OCD thing of mine. I can only touch something once. Like if I even begin to set something down in my house, I'm already like, this better be the fucking last place this is being set. If I have to grab this thing again,
Right.
it like makes my fucking brain go all goofy for a sec. So I'm like, any piece of trash or anything, I have to like get it in its place right then and there, or I'll go sit back down on the computer chair and I can't concentrate on what I'm doing because now I'm just thinking, I should have just put that where it was supposed to go.
Right.
But I didn't know that was called like a one-touch rule thing.
you
I
know,
just thought
I've
it was
heard
called.
that somewhere.
You're crazy, Zach.
No, I think it's fine. It's like when you come out in the garage. Like I go out in the garage, and if it's all fucking messed up from doing something else that I didn't, and then you go out there and you want to create something, and you're like, I gotta clean this before I can do anything. Do you run into that, or do you just kind of exist in the chaos?
I like things clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do keep it like you do usually. It's pretty nice and organized.
In the winter, the shop area gets trashed because I
Right.
don't heat that spot.
Yeah.
I just heat this room, and the other room, and
Yeah, it's super comfortable in here.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
kind of chilly out today, still in May.
it's pouring rain. I just wanted to grab a pop right now. I could hear the rain out there.
Stupid.
Fuck 'em.
What are you gonna do?
Tomorrow I'll be up in the 60s.
Yeah, it's supposed to be nice tomorrow.
Low 60s, but whatever.
I have
Someone
no
will be
idea what
here
this
soon.
Weekend's supposed to be. I haven't rode any bike in like probably 2 weeks now.
Yeah, my back tire is all fucked up right now.
Rode the mini bike yesterday, but
Gotta change my wheel out.
still, now you got a new one.
I did. That was on Sunday morning. Saturday night I got the wheel.
Gotcha. I saw on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's how we stay in contact. That's how I stay in contact with the world.
I don't
Yeah.
even have his phone number.
Yeah.
I don't have Garrett's either.
That's weird. When I was outside taking a leak before the show, I was it crossed my mind. I was like, I gotta fucking put his cell phone number in my phone. I was like, dude, we like started a company together. This is
Yeah.
awesome, and I don't even have Rodney's cell phone
Yeah,
number.
you don't need it.
I text the guy on his phone,
People won't answer.
and then he messaged me back on Instagram. Hey, dude, what's up? Dude,
Yeah, that's weird.
I have your phone number.
I think we've like shoved ourselves into these fear corners of answering messages sometimes, and now like all these social media things, they allow people to see when you've read their messages and know when you're active, and
Well, messages do.
you
unless
can
turn
avoid
that
a
off.
text message is pretty much the last thing, except you got to go on. If you got an iPhone, you can turn off read, and
Yeah,
it
that's
just
what I
says
did.
delivered. It doesn't say that
Right.
they read it.
Yeah, I don't need no one to know nothing.
But if you text my phone, I'm probably never gonna fucking answer.
Why?
Because you can't tell if I opened it or not, so I can get away with being I'm busy right now. But if it's on Instagram, it's like you either leave the message
And
there
you can
chilling.
see they're active, and then they're not reading your shit.
You just don't have to open it, and then it won't say read.
I send you shit, and then you'll respond 6 hours later, but you'll send me stuff, and then I'll respond 2-3 hours later or whatever.
I'm
It's
usually
like,
there's like the
Not real
same
worried.
fucking 5 idiots I talk to every day. Like you
Right.
guys all get answered. We talk on text messages a lot, but those cats get answered. But like clients, especially a client,
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Well, you got to think about the response a little bit, probably.
Yeah.
Is that how most people get a hold of you for work, or I mean, how are people getting in contact?
Toilet Seats, Instagram. Work is just years and years of
Doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Right now.
advertise. I don't have a sign.
That's
I don't. Yeah. The less people know where I'm at, the better off I am.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They used to know where I was at, and then they want to come hang out.
Yeah.
I don't want people to hang out.
That's
Hang
a real
out
problem.
and get shit painted for free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's for free.
Man.
That's a real
When you're
problem.
when you're good at what you do and you're fast at what you do, people see all of a sudden they want to stop paying you for it.
When they want to be your friend more. I don't have any. I don't have any friends. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
No, it's cool.
I'm just kidding.
Either do I.
Hey, can you do this for me? Oh man, it's gonna cost you. Then you don't hear from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
stupid.
I'm pretty upfront at this point now. I just hit him with the fucking
Dude, listen.
Shit costs money.
yeah.
It does.
I could do it for you, and it'll
Dude,
be
paint
sweet. But
is
like,
not cheap.
A paint can
paint isn't cheap anymore.
at Home
at all.
Depot is $10 for a fucking gallon paint can.
Of what kind of paint?
No paint, just a can.
Oh, I was like, dude.
I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound that.
What kind of paint?
no paint.
A gallon
just,
of paint now.
Just the can.
Just
Yeah.
a can.
Scrap prices are up. We've
$9
established this.
The good, like a good normal, or good fucking can of Bear paint was like $36. Now it's $54.
Toilet seats went up.
Just over the
So,
last 2 years.
What kind of paint are you shooting? Like, you have a brand you always stick with on cars and bikes, that kind of thing?
Yeah. I used a candy shop out of Florida,
Okay.
and then House of Color shit. Like,
Okay. Is
So-
that just from your experience with using other shit? You just stumbled
Well, years
into that, or-
ago, this guy I used to work for over a decade. We were House of Color sponsored painters, so
Gotcha.
I really got used to their product, and because that's all we used.
Right.
They gave it to us for free,
Yeah.
Okay.
so it was just that.
So you're used to working with it.
Yeah, so now there's this guy at a candy shop. I use like his metal flake and stuff like that.
Yeah, I tried using some metal flake, and I didn't do it right.
He's
That's
got-
why I repainted my bike.
I have a question for you about House of Color. Have you noticed, since you got to use it so well back then, have you noticed a difference since they sold?
I haven't used it since they sold.
No, because so now, like One Shot sold as well too. Now it's PPG, and well, I mean it's sold twice since the original owner, but it's like fuck, I can't even afford to use One Shot off the shelf new anymore because of how unpredictable.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's no consistency anymore, and they kind of took just with the times and being earth conscious, things changed in the.
Fucks everything up.
So I mean, it's like
Yeah, they took the lead out of it.
I mean, thank God I have. I mean, you've seen my paint stash in my stores. I've got enough new old stock One Shot to fucking enough paint that I can paint for the rest of my life. Like I have enough engine red and fire red, like all the fucking black and all that
Like
stuff
yellow
for the
and
rest
shit.
of my life. Yeah, like with lead in it still, And I only use that on friends' projects and on my own projects. But yeah, I was curious if you've noticed if that went
Yeah,
to
I
shit or
used
not.
some of their stuff is changed. They used to make this SG 100, and I think they discontinued that.
Okay.
I don't know. It's behind me. To something else. SG
Because of
150
EPA regulations or some shit. Same reason that aircraft stripper don't work no more.
Fuck that shit.
It used to burn your skin.
Yeah, I used to play with it when I was a kid.
burn you until you bled. You get a little drop on you, like holy fuck.
It used to work.
Now you can eat it.
Yeah.
Now you can put it on toast.
Right. Fucking. And it don't work.
And it doesn't even give you an ulcer.
Fuck them.
I promise. Kids try that at home.
Please do.
Damn.
Well, shit, boys.
You got anything
You got
else
anything else you want to wrap up or plug
No,
anything on the what's your Instagram handle? If you want, you can put that people out there.
Toilet Seat Bandit on Instagram.
Toilet Seat
And
Bandit.
if you see one of my seats, take a selfie with it.
tag this motherfucker.
Yeah, get down real close to it.
Yeah, it's clean. It's clean. It's cleaner than it was than the other seat. I guarantee that.
Well, man. Well, I'm fucking glad that we got to come to your secret lair.
Yeah.
It's like
In the bowels.
Super appreciate you
The
having
bowels
us.
of the deepest toilet pipe in Michigan
Yep.
into the bandits'
It was
lair.
real cool. Like, I'm stoked that we got to talk to you.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
I mean, I know
Let's get one
I
up
know
top.
you guys kind
Let's
of
get a
know
high
each
five.
other.
What about the trio high
Fives.
five?
Oh, trio.
Triple.
We're going to miss.
So, yeah, I guess that's it, eh?
Yeah, let's jam. Well, we'll mute us, but let's fucking throw on his tune for them to hear at the end here.
Yep. We'll throw
we'll
that on
change
there.
our outro out
We're going to change the
tonight,
outro
so-
for today only.
Sunset Hate.
Sunset Hate,
TSB on YouTube. And,
Toilet Seat Bandit.
and I think it's on Spotify, actually, too.
Shit, that makes two of us.
Hell yeah.
Well, fuck yeah, everybody. Thank you so much for listening tonight, and we'll fucking see you guys in 2 more weeks. Yeah, thank you.
Yep, with someone else. Until then, sometimeschoppers.com.
Bandit out.
Yo, TSB, he's coming for your commode, motherfucker. No plane scene is safe. Don't lock your door. He's coming. East-west error 4, padding the victim at your bar. Boring white, covered in piss. TSB will sum it out quick. Sit your ass down on some glitter. The TSB just bomb your share. Lavatories, beware, is coming for you. Yo, that's right, mother shitter. He's coming for you. The man with the glitter. TSB. Motor City is where he roots. You can thank the man for a classic dose. Mr. Rain, cause of his name. Classy never come out, is his game. TSB, just bought a van. Don't despair, just thank the man. Legendary toilet seats. Every time you take a play. He did it again. He swapped out your seat, motherfucker. TSB, motherfucker!
Where the dicks hang out. I'm shaking more than once, we know what you're doing.
Why is there glitter on my balls?